Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aquarius, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings, so not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that's just fine, and you should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Star card, right? So in a lot of ways, yes, of course, Aquarius is being highlighted. We have the Star card as our key to the week, which makes total sense. Why? On the 22nd of the month, we have that powerful full moon in the sign of Aquarius. It is known as a blue moon as well. So whenever you have within a 1 month period, whenever you have two full moons in the same sign, the second one is called a blue moon. So that's where the saying once in a blue moon comes from, because it's quite a rare occurrence, really. It's not something that happens sort of all the time. Now, the first full moon in Aquarius happened at around 1 to 2 degrees, depending on, you know, which system you use and all the rest of it, which in a way, because of the 3-degree orb, was really, in a way, it was powerfully activating that the Great Conjunction that took place on the 21st of December of 2020, right? So in a lot of ways, this is now where we're really starting to see what that energy has brought into motion. Now, this second full moon is at 29 degrees, which is known as the anorectic degree. This tends to create a bit more intensity than we are used to. And, you know, you add to the fact that it's already a full moon. So, you know, tempers, energies, passions are already higher than usual, right? So we're really going to be feeling this energy a lot, and it's putting a spotlight on you, your sun, your moon, your ascendant, whichever aspect of you this is. It's powerfully highlighting you, what you're about, what you stand for, who you are, what your future, Aquarius is the sign of the future, right? What you are, what your future has to say. This is a really powerful week, and whatever happens for you on that full moon, expect to get more of it, right? And more importantly, expect to be coming out more into the forefront, right? You're in some way, shape or form, Aquarius, you are being birthed into the world now, which is really exciting. And then you add to the fact that you've got that Star card. What is the Star card? It's a glimpse, right? This week you're getting a little taster, a little glimpse of what life is going to be, what it's going to shape up to become for you, or even a small understanding, or maybe even a big understanding of what the plans, the hard efforts that you've already put in are going to create for you. And this is really exciting. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, your foundation for this spread is the Strength card. That is so crazy interesting, right? Why? Because a full moon is an opposition of the moon and the sun. So whenever you have a full moon, the sun and the moon are always opposite each other. That's the way that it works in terms of its astronomy. Now, the Star card represents the sign of Aquarius. The Strength card represents the sign of Leo. So this full moon is going to be powerful for Aquarian people. The fact that you've got the Strength card as your underlying energy, this really does suggest to me, right? And as soon as we've had the full moon, the sun moves like straight into Virgo. So we're going to have not only the opposition, but we're going to have the dissociated opposition as well, which is a whole other topic for another day. But the fact that we've got the Strength card as the foundation for this week, I think in a lot of ways is really going to highlight to us where we have the guts, where we have the courage to dream big, to go hard on our dreams, on our goals, on the things that we really want and need in our lives. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. For our actions and options, we've got the Three of Wands. So I often say to people when they get this in their personal readings, you have to expand your vision. Whatever you are thinking about, whatever you're working on at the moment, you're not thinking big enough. Think big, think bold, think expansive. If you have an online business like myself, what are you doing to maximize that business? Like this week with the Three of Wands, you're thinking big, you're thinking expansive, you're going for broke. You're, you know, when I say go for broke, it's not like, you know, putting it all on the line. This is about you daring to dream big, right? And because this is in your actions and options, there are thoughts about work, there are thoughts about business, there are thoughts about who you are in the world. And in a lot of ways, this is going to see you thinking further afield than where you are at this moment in time. I love this because there's a sense that you're finally believing that actually, you know what, I think I can do this. Which is great for your communications and conversations, right? We got the Sun card. I just got to say, it's about fucking time. Excuse my language, right? But it really is. I mean, Aquarius has been absolutely through the ringer this year. Like all the fixed signs have, but to be honest with you, I think that Aquarius has taken the brunt of most of it. So to see this, to see a week like this, is amazing. For some of you, you could be connecting to people overseas. This could be international connections that are highlighted this week. This could be the birth of new projects, the start of something new. You could be releasing something new into the world. You could be unveiling something to the world. You could be sharing something with people that you are ready for them to see, or that you have revamped in some way, shape or form. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this because there's so many awesome things that are coming up, you know, that I can't wait to share with those of you in the Radiant Reality community. I'm really, really excited about this. And that Sun card, it gives good communication. It highlights you. Whatever you're saying this week, you're received really well. People are taking what you say, you know, with weight. Your words have weight, but there's a fun energy to it at the same time. And remember, the Sun card is the ultimate light, heat, abundance, blessings, joy. For those of you that work for somebody else, this could literally be you gaining an accolade. It could be some sort of public recognition for you. It could see you maybe even winning an award of some sort. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, maybe this is you're highlighted by a body of some sort, so a body of work. Maybe you are recognized, maybe you are digitized in some way, maybe somebody writes an article about you, maybe somebody shouts from the rooftops about your work, about your business. Like in some way you are being highlighted, you're being shown to the world through or by others, and this is great. It's really, really great. For those of you that are retired or no longer working, it's just a much easier week with a lot of support. There is a really strong sense though that some of you could be planning a trip this week, some of you could be taking a spontaneous trip this week, and some of you could be making a longer term travel plan that maybe you know, maybe you're making another plan for your life that you hadn't even considered, right, at the moment. Like, you know, I wanted to do that, but I didn't have the time, I didn't have the money, the resources, I couldn't get the time off, you know, my partner this, or like whatever. It's like whatever barriers were there are wiped away this week, and suddenly your plans are moved up in some way. This is very, very exciting. For your love and relations, you've got the Strength card. I'm just awed by this spread, I have to say. This is like literally the best week for Aquarius of the whole year. I think I'm confident in saying that, and I'm happy to say it. For those of you that are single, look at that, right underneath the Three of Wands, we're talking handsome stranger, we're talking gorgeous stranger, pretty stranger, whatever you know, whatever floats your boat, whatever you're into. This week you could be meeting somebody that's either very different to you, somebody that's exotic, maybe somebody that's from overseas or a very different background or culture of some kind. There's a sense as well that you know this person. There's a click there. There's something that just happens where you look at this person and you think, This is a soul connection of some sort. I'm not going to go ahead and say the S word, but there's something there where you look at this person and you feel there's a familiarity there. You feel that there's something about them that really draws you in, and you understand that this person is supposed to be a part of your future, whether as a friend, as a loved one, as, you know, whatever the case might be. There's something about this person that is here to stay. When it comes to those of you that are partnered, married, or in relationships already, I mean, with this combination of cards, it can be sexy, it can be fun, it can be finally having the courage to ask your partner for the thing that you want or need from them most. Whether that's more support in your business, whether it's something kinky in the bedroom, where sorry, I couldn't resist. It literally just slipped out. You know, it could be anything. But there's such an air of gorgeous communication here that it's like whatever you ask for, it's granted. It's like your partner's just like, yep, I'm there. Whatever you need, babe, we've got it. I've got it. You've got it. Anything you want. All right, for your money and materials, you've got the Queen of Cups. This is you literally nourishing your finances, nurturing your finances in some way, shape or form. I mean, the fact that you've had Mercury go into the sign of Virgo means that your 8th house is being highlighted, right? So other people's money, how you make money from your connections with other people. What I like about that is this star card. There's something about your financial future that is now becoming very clear. There's something about those plans or those energies that are becoming more solid, more concrete. You're starting to really understand how you can maximize your business, your work, your job, leverage your expertise, and you're loving what you're doing, which is even more sort of great, you know. Like I'm in love with this reading right now. I have to say, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, Queen of Cups is your stomach, your chest and your breasts. So look after those aspects of self. I mean, but with this much good energy, to be honest with you, it's just saying nurture yourself so that you can enjoy all of this at the same time, right? And then our message from the Human Design Oracle deck for that powerful full moon is the Gate 35 and experience. This card says two things. The first one, and it's got a full moon on the card. Right, so the first one is, don't take somebody's word for an experience. You have to have it yourself. That's what this full moon is highlighting to you. And then the other part of it is, remember, life is like, you know, it's such a cliche, but it's so true. It really is a journey, and it's not just about where you end up or what the final goal or the finished product is. It's about the experiences that shape you on that journey into who you're going to be. Go on a journey. Right? You know, I just, like I said, this for me has to be the best week for Aquarian people that we have had all year. And given the fact that Aquarian people have been through the absolute fucking mill, myself included, I can assure you, it's so nice to be able to give you some really good news about the wonderful things that are going to shape up for you. Use the power of this week for, you know, milk it in every way, shape or form that you possibly can. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.